Fermin Aldeguer's rookie MotoGP season has been far from flawless, but within the chaos, flashes of brilliance have revealed something undeniable: Ducati may have a future star in the making. When the young Spaniard joined MotoGP with Gresini Racing this year, expectations were uncertain. His late-season dominance in Moto2 back in 2023 earned him an early MotoGP contract, but his final year in the intermediate class, the first on Pirelli tires, was inconsistent. He eventually adapted, but never quite shone as the standout Boscascuro rider. For most, 2025 was meant to be a learning year, not a year of fireworks. But Fermin Aldeguer had other plans. The first 2 rounds passed quietly: rookie mistakes, cautious learning, flashes of pace. Then came Austin. Starting 12th on the grid, Aldeguer carved through the field like a man possessed, surging to 5th by lap 16. He was closing fast on Franco Morbidelli when a tiny mistake at turn 15 ended his charge prematurely. The result was a DNF. The impression left? Electric. Austin was the turning point, Aldeguer recalled later in Sepang. It was the first time we went straight to Q2 on Friday, and in the race, I felt incredible. I was closing on Morbidelli before I crashed, but the confidence I took from that weekend, that was the click for me. From that moment on, something shifted. The rookie who once seemed cautious began to ride with fire and control in equal measure. He started showing a rare gift, late race pace that echoed the style of Ennio Bastianini in his prime. The Austrian Grand Prix was proof. From 8th on lap 1, Aldeguer clawed his way through the pack, finishing just over a second behind Marc Marquez. Calm, relentless, efficient, a performance that made the paddock take notice. "Honestly, I don't know where it comes from," he admitted. "Even in Moto2, I was strong at the end of races. Maybe it's my riding style, maybe how I use the throttle, but I always feel stronger in the last laps than in the first. Now, I need to make the first laps as good as the last." That balance, the dance between aggression and patience, is what separates rookies from champions. And while Aldeguer's race pace has often been phenomenal, qualifying has been his Achilles heel. MotoGP's modern format leaves no room for error. Fail to reach Q2 on Friday, and your entire weekend becomes an uphill climb. In 8 of the 20 rounds so far, Aldeguer started outside the top 10, something he and his experienced crew chief, Frankie Carchedi, are determined to fix. "One of my main goals now is to improve qualifying," Aldeguer said. "When you start at the front, everything is easier. You can control the race. It's just about learning, pushing the limit, understanding the tires, maybe even crashing a few more times. That's part of the process." And when he did start near the front, he showed exactly what he could do. At the Indonesian Grand Prix, Aldeguer delivered his maiden MotoGP victory, a perfect mix of precision, poise, and pure speed. While Marco Bezzecchi's early mistake helped clear the path, Aldeguer's maturity in managing the race from there was what truly impressed. Still, the road hasn't been smooth. Crashes in Jerez, Austin, and Sepang, all from strong positions, remind everyone that he's still learning the razor's edge of MotoGP. But at only 19, every fall is a lesson, every comeback another step toward mastery. "In some races, I was stronger than the result showed," Aldeguer reflected. "That's hard to accept, because when you feel good but don't finish, it hurts. But every mistake gives me more experience, and more motivation to improve." With the Rookie of the Year title already secured in Malaysia, Aldeguer's first MotoGP season has built a solid foundation, one forged in both failure and flashes of genius. Looking ahead, his ambition is clear: the red of Ducati's factory team. The road there won't be easy. Marc Marquez, reborn in Ducati colors, shows no sign of slowing down. Francesco Bagnaio's patchy 2025 form has raised questions, but his status within Ducati remains strong. And right across the Gresini garage, Alex Marquez, now armed with a factory spec bike for 2026, will be a direct rival for the same dream seat. But Aldeguer isn't worried. His contract gives Ducati the option to keep him within their system until 2028, and he knows performance speaks louder than promises. "I have a contract directly with Ducati," Aldeguer confirmed. "If I do 2 good seasons, I can join the factory team. It all depends on my results and potential. If Ducati sees I'm ready, they'll give me that opportunity. If not, we stay and keep building." For now, Aldeguer's 2026 campaign will see him as one of only 2 riders on a year-old Desmos NSI. How he performs against the GP26 field, especially his teammate, will define whether he's just another promising rookie, or Ducati's next great story. At 19, Fermin Aldeguer rides with the fearlessness of youth and the calm focus of a veteran. He's made mistakes, yes. But beneath the crashes and near misses, there's a rhythm emerging, one that feels destined to crescendo into something special. The flame is still young. But make no mistake, Ducati's next fire may already be burning. As the dust settles on a whirlwind rookie season, Fermin Aldeguer stands at a crossroads. The boy who arrived in MotoGP as a quiet prodigy has become a headline name, not because of what he's already achieved, but because of what he might yet become. 2026 will be his true test. No longer a wide-eyed newcomer, but not yet a seasoned contender, Aldeguer enters his sophomore year burdened with something heavier than expectation: belief. Ducati believes. Gresini believes. And somewhere deep down, he believes too. But MotoGP is a ruthless world. The moment you show potential, the pressure doubles. Every lap, every corner, every throttle squeeze becomes a question: are you ready for the factory seat, or just another shooting star destined to fade too soon? Next year, he'll face it all with a year-old bike, the GP25, while the rest of the grid moves on to Ducati's new GP26. It's a disadvantage on paper, but Aldeguer has never been one to play by the numbers. His focus is sharper than ever, his hunger, deeper than before. Frankie Carchedi, his trusted crew chief, knows it too. Together, they've built something rare, a bond of mutual understanding, a shared fire to prove that talent and teamwork can close any technological gap. Speed is one thing, Carchedi said quietly in Valencia. But intelligence, that's what makes champions. And Fermin has both. In the paddock, whispers are already swirling. Some call him the new Bastianini, others the next Bagnaia. But those who know him best say Aldeguer isn't here to become someone else, he's here to redefine what a new generation of riders can be. The coming season will be brutal. Ducati's internal war for the future is about to begin. Alex Marquez wants to cement his claim to the factory seat. Marc Marquez wants to prove that his prime never ended. Bagnaia wants redemption. And somewhere in that chaos, Fermin Aldeguer, the youngest of them all, must carve his path with nothing but raw talent, courage, and time. He's not the loudest. He's not the most decorated. But when the lights go out, and the world holds its breath for that split second before the race begins, that's when Aldeguer shines. Calm eyes, steady hands, and a fire that no setback can extinguish. As the curtain falls on Fermin Aldeguer's rookie season, one truth stands clear: the boy has arrived, and the man is awakening. He stumbled, he soared, he fell, and he rose again. Each crash left scars, but also wisdom. Each lap written in sweat and courage drew him closer to what he was born to become, a racer who doesn't just chase glory, but earns it. In a sport where milliseconds define legacies, Aldeguer has already proven that heart can match horsepower. The roar of the Desmocetasei beneath him is no longer just a machine, it's a promise. A promise that greatness isn't given. It's built, corner by corner, race by race, failure by failure. He may not yet wear Ducati red, but his path is painted in the same fire. The calm intensity in his eyes, the late race charge, the quiet confidence amid chaos, these are not signs of potential anymore. They are the early echoes of destiny. For now, the world watches. 2025 ends not as a full stop, but as a heartbeat, the pulse of a rider who refuses to fade. Because for Fermin Aldeguer, this is not the end of a rookie story. It's the beginning of a legacy.